Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillah, salatan wassalaman ala rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa man wala. Praise due to Allah. It's the 17th night of Ramadan. Alhamdulillah. I want to remember what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned in Surah Al-Baqarah, ayah 183. A'udzu billahi minasyaitonir rajim. Ya ayyuhalladzina amanu kutiba alaikumus shiyam kama kutiba alal ladzina min qablikum la'allakum tattaqun. O you who believe, fasting is been made obligatory upon you the way it was made obligatory upon the people before you, so that you may attain taqwa. The objective of Ramadan is to help us achieve the quality of taqwa, something that defines us before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It is the value of a believer, the quality of taqwa. In Tafsir Ibn Kathir, there is a narration. Umar ibn al-Khattab asked radiyallahu anhu, Ubay ibn Ka'ab radiyallahu anhu about taqwa. What does Ubay understand about taqwa? Ubay did not answer directly to what Umar ibn al-Khattab asked, but he responded by asking Umar ibn al-Khattab another question. He asked Umar ibn al-Khattab, have you ever walked along a path which has thorns? Amma salakta tariqan dha shawk. Umar ibn al-Khattab responded saying, Bala, indeed, it is something very common, especially in the desert area. There is a plant known as ho, which is very sharp. It has lots of thorns. So Ubay asked Omar, what did you do when you walk along the path that has a lot of thorny plants? What will you do? So Umar ibn al-Khattab responded saying, Shamartu washtahadtu, I will walk carefully. I will bring up my clothes a little bit and I will walk carefully. Then Ubay ibn Ka'ab radiyallahu anhu concluded saying, that is taqwa. It is a smart analogy given by Ubay ibn Ka'ab to help us understand the nature of taqwa in a more practical way. If you do not have the quality of taqwa, when you walk along a street, you will not be conscious, aware of what exists on your left and right. You will just walk regardless whatever there, danger or benefits. You just walk, and you might get caught in an accident. You might harm yourself. But for someone who has the quality of taqwa, he has or she has the consciousness of what exists around him or around her, which will make him be more careful and have a good self-control. You cannot walk safely if you are not conscious and you do not own yourself. You do not have control over yourself. So from the narration, the story between Umar ibn al-Khattab and Ubay bin Ka'ab that I mentioned just now, is from Tafsir Ibn Kathir. There are two substances that we can obtain from the idea of taqwa, which is the first one is to have the consciousness, and the second one is to have the self-control. Consciousness is very important. Yes, when we sleep or we got drunk, definitely we are not conscious. But in a normal routine, in our daily life, sometimes we lost conscious without realizing it. When you got angry, when you are easily influenced by any extrinsic or external influences. You watch something on the news, you watch something from the advertisement, from the commercial, you heard something from media, you have food in front of you, you take shower, you are so thirsty, nobody is watching you, you are in the shower and you imagining yourself that you want to drink the water directly from the shower. By not having that consciousness, you will lose control over yourself. So the idea of fasting is to enhance our consciousness so that we will have better self-control. For someone who control himself or herself, he will be safe, inshallah. If you do not have a good self-control, others will control you. You will be controlled by media, you will be controlled by market, shopping, commercial, advertisement, propaganda, media. You will react reactively to whatever stimulates you, and you are not an independent person by not having that kind of self-control. So this is some of the essence that we should highlight in the month of Ramadan. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help us to preserve our commitment in the month of Holy Ramadan. Yesterday, one of my friends reminded me that I had a bad habit of expressing between sentences when I speak in English. I realized the bad habit. Now I'm doing it again. It's very difficult to stop that habit. This video I re-recorded about 3 or 4 times because I was not satisfied with the that I made unconsciously. I would like to thank my brother who reminded me yesterday, and today I want to try to reduce the because it will be pretty annoying. I understand that, and I'm doing it again. It's a habit, and it's difficult to break the bad habit. Ala kulli hal, have a blessed Ramadan. I will try to share bit by bit from time to time some reminder which I obtained mainly from the tazkirah I had after the Tarawih prayer in the mosque. Even though it's very basic and simple, but there is a strength in simplicity. There is a strength in basic things that we need to be reminded from time to time, inshallah. Thank you very much. It is around it's already 11:20, almost midnight, but this is how it looked here in Oulu. Oulu is very north. It's about 230 kilometers south from the North Pole, from the Arctic Circle. It's even more north than Iceland and most major cities in Canada. So you can imagine the extreme weather daytime we have here. Thank you so much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.